Hello, church. This is Pastor Ben with your Daily Devo. Last week, in one of the Pastor Chris's devotionals, he talked about self-control. And I wanted to expand on that just a little today. How does one go about developing self-control? In the Bible, a lot is made of what are called the disciplines. The thing about the disciplines is there isn't a list of them in the Bible saying, here's the things you should do for disciplines. But Christian tradition through the centuries has recognized that there are certain activities we can engage in that are called the disciplines. Those include things like prayer, fasting, giving, meditation, silence, the gathering together for study, and other things. And there's no right or wrong list. Many people have tried to develop lists over the years, but each one is somewhat individual. The thing about the disciplines that's interesting in the Bible is that there's never an expectation that you might do them. The expectation is that you will. When Jesus talks about prayer, he doesn't say if you pray, he says when you pray. Or when he talks about fasting, let me read to you something that Jesus says about fasting. When you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So we can see that for Jesus, his expectation is that you're doing it. So how do you do these things, or how do you practice these disciplines? Many books have been written, and there's lots of resources available. There's no right or wrong way to do it, except for what Jesus said about doing these things so that only your Father in heaven knows that you're doing them, and that you're not doing them so other people can see you, and so you can be pumped up in your super spirituality. So during this time that we are under a national quarantine, I'd encourage you to take some time to explore these things and practice these disciplines. This is as good a time as any to do that. Don't be shy about it. Step out and do it. Make a daily discipline of reading the Bible, prayer, some kind of fasting once a week, some kind of practice of silence once a week. So why do we do these things? We do the disciplines because it's a way to force yourself to do something you wouldn't ordinarily do, so that when times of stress come, these are automatic go-tos. That we're in the practice of reading our Bibles every day, so that when the stress comes, we automatically go to that. If we are practicing giving on a regular basis, then we give in such a way that we know that we can live at a level much below our income if the need should arise. We take the time out of our day to practice prayer and reading, knowing that during the stressful times when we feel like we don't have enough time, we've already disciplined ourselves to do these things on a regular basis. It's a way of putting yourself under almost a false stress so that when the stress does come, we're prepared for it. So I encourage you to do that. Take the time to practice the disciplines in your life during these times. Thank you so much for your attention today, and now go be the church.